Dear friends and travelers, welcome back to my channel. Today we will go to the city which is said to be created by Lord Shiva himself. This city was built 4000 years ago on the banks of the river Ganges. Mark Twain once said that this city is older than history, tradition and legend. This is the historical city of more than 20,000 temples. This is Varanasi, the spiritual capital of India. Friends, Varanasi or Banaras is not just a holy city. It is a historical city of palaces, ghats and innumerable temples, and most importantly, tradition. Banarasi sari, the famous Banarasi pan, the spiritual ambience and the delicious Banarasi rabri of the famous Vishwanath Gali lane all make Banaras very special. If you want to visit Varanasi over a short trip, please watch the video till the end. I will share useful traveler information such as how to reach, when to visit, what to see, and how much it can cost. If you have not subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Varanasi is well connected to many major cities in India. Varanasi has an international airport and a major railway station. It is also linked by rail and road to Mughalsarai Junction, which is now known as Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Junction. This is a major railway junction which falls on the route of superfast trains such as Rajdhani as well. Mughalsarai is just 18 kilometers from Varanasi. The city is also well connected by major national highways such as NH19 and NH28. There are also luxury cruises to reach Varanasi from Kolkata, but those usually take close to 12 days and are very expensive. We reached Varanasi by train. From the railway station, we took an auto rickshaw to reach our hotel near Dashashwamedh Ghat. This is the nerve center of the city. There are busy markets, numerous hotels, ghats for ferry services, and also the entrance to the famous Vishwanath temple, Annapurna temple, Dhundiganesh temple and so on. There are around 23,000 temples in Varanasi. Yes, you heard that right. The auto rickshaw will drop you at a place called Godoliya Chowk. Beyond that, vehicles are not permitted. You can walk till Dashashwamedh Ghat from here as the ghat is very close by. We stayed at a private hotel called Hotel Ganga Darshanam. I visited Varanasi twice, and what I like about this hotel is its cleanliness. You may book this hotel through any trip planner website. It has AC and non-AC rooms. Price starts from Rs 1200 per night for non-AC rooms. The historical Dashashwamedh Ghat and Darbhanga Ghat are walkable from here. Friends, try to reach Varanasi in the morning. Reach your hotel first and get refreshed and start off for visiting the holy temples of Kashi Vishwanath, Annapurna and Dhundiganesh. A few traveler tips. Mobiles, smart watches and cameras are not allowed inside. You may leave these in the hotel vault or deposit those in safety deposit boxes at the shops near the entrance of the temples. You can deposit your shoes there as well, as you will have to enter the temple premises barefoot. There are 4 gates to enter Vishwanath temple. Stand in the queue with thousands of devotees. It usually takes only a couple of hours to reach the temple sanctum. You will also find the famous Gyanbapi well inside the temple. It is said that the original Shivalingam was hidden by priests inside this well during the raid of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. This temple is a famous pilgrimage for the Hindus and it is one of the 12 Jyotirlingas. Start with the holy Vishwanath temple and then go to Annapurna temple and then to Dhundiganesh temple. You will have to walk through the famous Vishwanath Gali or the narrow lanes, which is a characteristic of Varanasi. These are the typical sites in Varanasi. This reminds of how cities were in prehistoric ages. By afternoon, you should have completed visiting these temples. Have lunch at any local restaurant. You will find vegetarian food predominantly in Varanasi. After lunch, you can unwind and relax at your hotel. If you want, you can explore the markets nearby for shopping. I would suggest not to buy expensive dresses and gifts as the prices are high here. Rather, you can take a boat cruise from the Dasashwamedh Ghat. It usually costs about 150 rupees per person for a boat cruise on the Ganges. You can see the Darbhanga Ghat, Ahalya Ghat, Pandey Ghat, and many other ghats. Ghats are places near the river with steps. These are the typical sights of Banaras. Spend the evening at Dasashwamedh Ghat and watch Ganga Aarti. This is something you should never miss at Varanasi. After the Aarti, you can spend some leisure time in the local markets. This is the ambience of Varanasi. The crowded streets, narrow lanes, thousands of temples all around, and the flavor of local street food. You should definitely try out papri chaat, rabri, lassi, and the famous Banarasi pan here. On the second day, start off for the sightseeing at Sarnath. You can get an auto rickshaw from Godholia Chowk, which is walkable from the Dasashwamedh. Do bargain for a good price. It typically costs about 300 rupees for a complete tour of Sarnath. Sarnath deserves a special mention in the Varanasi tour. The city of Sarnath is only 10 kilometers from Varanasi. This ancient place is where Gautam Buddha first taught his dharma and the first Sangha came into existence. Legend has it that Buddha, after obtaining enlightenment at Bodh Gaya, traveled to Sarnath to teach his dharma among his followers. You will find the legendary Dhamek Stupa here. It was built in 500 AD to replace the earlier stupa built by King Ashoka in 249 BC. It marks the place where Buddha gave his first sermon. This stupa is said to contain the relics of Lord Buddha. Next, visit the Sarnath Buddhist temple. All temples are nearby and you can walk from one temple to another. You can take a guide as well. I would advise you to take a registered guide. Many people from local trusts and organizations might tell you that they are guides, but actually they are not. Do not fall for that. After Dhamek Stupa, you can walk to the Mulgandh Kuti Vihar. You can also find the historical Bodhi tree at Sarnath. Legend has it that Lord Buddha attained enlightenment 2500 years ago under a peepal tree at Bodh Gaya after meditating for 49 days. In 1931, Anagarika Dharmapal, the founder of Mahabodhi Society of India, took a shoot of the Bodhi tree from Bodh Gaya and planted it here in Sarnath. You can still see this historical tree at Bodh Gaya and Sarnath. A shoot of the Bodhi tree was taken to Sri Lanka as well at about 2000 years ago by Sanghamitra, the daughter of King Ashoka. Explore the beautiful Mulgandh Kuti Vihar. You will find fresco paintings on the life of Lord Buddha painted on the walls of the temple. It reminded me of the historical Ajanta and Ellora caves in Aurangabad. You may also visit the Japanese temple nearby. Here, you will see a typical double-storied pagoda. Inside the temple, you will see a wooden statue of reclining Buddha. You will find similar architecture in the temples at Kyoto in Japan. You will also find the Vishwa Shanti Stupa by the side of the Japanese temple. The entrance of this stupa is a replica of the famous stupa at Sanchi. You will find Ashok Stambha and the typical architecture of the stupas here. This was dedicated to prevailing of peace on earth. There is one more temple in the complex with a twin statue of Buddha in golden color. Next, visit the Thai temple. This is also called the Wat Thai temple and is dedicated to Hinayana Buddhism. Thai dignitaries built this in 1933. A huge standing statue of Lord Buddha can be seen here. It is 80 meters tall and it is said that it took a decade to complete. The beautiful pagodas, temples, lush green gardens adorned by lotus flowers will make you feel at peace. Sarnath is a spiritual place in itself. It attracts tourists and pilgrims from all over the world. In fact, Varanasi airport is nearer to Sarnath. Some people divide the stay between Varanasi and Sarnath. Before returning to Varanasi, visit the local handicraft center. You will see how beautiful Banarasi saris are being woven from silk threads. You may do some shopping here as well if you like. On reaching Varanasi, have lunch at one of the many dhabas and relax at your hotel. In the evening, you may walk in the famous Vishwanath Gali to try to find out the best rabri or lassi. You may even have lip-smacking papri chaat. I would suggest you to walk till the nearby Darbhanga Ghat. It is a beautiful ghat by the side of the heritage 200 years old palace. This palace is now converted to a luxury 5-star rated hotel. Parts of the famous Bengali movie Joy Baba Phelunath were shot here. Room tariff usually starts from 20,000 rupees onwards. Darbhanga Ghat is just besides the Dashashwamedh Ghat. You may take a boat cruise to the Assi Ghat. Assi Ghat falls on the other extreme part of Varanasi. Experience the Ganga Aarti in the evening at Assi Ghat. Friends, Varanasi is a city of temples. The next day, visit Kal Bhairav temple. It is said that you should visit Kal Bhairav temple first before visiting Kashi Vishwanath temple, although we could not do that. In the evening, visit Sankat Mochan temple. Many devotees pray for elimination of their problems here. Next, visit Tulsi Manas temple. The temple is built at a place where it is believed that Tulsidas wrote the famous epic Ramcharitmanas. Friends, Varanasi is a place where spirituality, peace and traditions culminate. You can visit Varanasi throughout the year, although I would suggest you to avoid peak summers and monsoons. There are ancient forts such as Ramnagar, palaces, countless temples, universities such as BHU and ghats. If you have a few more days to spare, visit these places as well. We returned after staying in Varanasi for 4 days. Varanasi is a place of peace and religious harmony. It seems time is static and nothing has changed in terms of tradition for the last 3 millenniums here. Friends, I hope you liked today's video. If yes, please share it among other fellow travelers just like you. India is a great country and a homeland to the best hill stations, majestic mountain ranges like Himalayas, world-famous beaches like Goa, dense forests like Bandhavgarh, and historical places of fine arts such as Elephanta Caves, Ajanta and Ellora. If you want to explore this incredible country and these places, be a traveler at heart and not just a tourist. Be adventurous and experience the joy of watching the Himalayas from a parachute ride. For detailed tourism related information, please subscribe to my channel and explore my other videos. Until then, happy traveling!